Well, today I am making a surprise for Brian. He doesn't even know I made this. The whole thing I designed, the arms, of course, I uh, just reduced it to 50% compared to what it normally is. But the rest of it, I had to design in a CAD program the body, the disc, the lid on the bottom, as well as some other things. And I also made one of these templates, and the template is so I know where the thirds were, and that was very helpful because that way I just use a pencil and I draw these three lines, and I didn't have to Mickey Mouse with some other ways of doing the same thing. Um, I'm using a little tiny motor with a gear on it. Um, I'm going to show you that one in a second. I forgot to bring it, but I'll go get it. Anyway, so this is how it looks from the side. There's an on and off switch. And this is how it looks on the bottom. Has a bunch of screws, and I put these silicone feet on. And that's to make it so it's stable and doesn't move around. So just enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'll go get the little motor so I can show you what I used. So everybody probably has experience. Whoever is doing tinkering like I am, these little motors, they are 6 volts, and in this case it's a 35 RPM, but you can get them in different configuration, different speed, and different voltages too. This one happened to be 6 volts, and I used the same one there, but I'm only feeding it a half a volt. I have a 3.7 volt battery, and then I build 7812 uh, chip, and it regulates down the voltage. And then I use a potentiometer uh, to dial in the voltage I want, because if it's any higher, then it would spin too fast. So I can get it down to this speed, which is good. And It would have been maybe even better with slightly slower speed, but um, and I did not put a knob outside. That would have been even more work, and I didn't want to really do that because this is just one of those. I want to surprise Brian today when we are in our club, in our makeshift. We call our club on Monday nights makeshift, makeshift of Lincoln, and you can look it up on even on the internet and stuff. And What I did is when I made the table that spins, the rotating table, um, I put I designed a hole with a flat area, because these little motors have a they are not completely round. They have a flat area where you can rest the some kind of a set screw or something. But in this case, I just design it. Let's see, going this way. Design it like flat, and then the rest of the circle. And the shaft is only 3 millimeters thick, and so then I had to also figure it out, because I cannot measure the flatness on this little motor. Let me just show you how. I stop this. I put it aside so the camera doesn't focuses on that. Okay, so there we go. See that much better. So there is this flat area. See right there, and the rest of it is round, and the whole diameter is only 3 millimeters. What I did is I attached the motor on the bottom of the case. Uh, so this is the body, and what I did is I made that only uh, eighth of a millimeter thick, and uh, and then I basically hot glued this part of the motor. Whoops, I'm hot glue this part of the motor, not the transmission, because there are spins in here, and I didn't want any hot glue to get into the gears, because as you can see, they are itsy bitsy little tiny gears. And uh, this this little motor has a very high torque. The torque is actually, you can't even hold it when it goes. So uh, it's you can actually use it for something that needs a little bit more torque and maybe not as much speed. So you're giving up a, a speed for a torque. So that's just how it is. Anyway, I bought these both from Amazon and from China, and I always buy like a 3-pack or 6-pack or something like that, 5-pack, because that way these motors become a little less expensive. Otherwise, they can be much more. Uh, so, otherwise than that, I don't know what else I can tell you. I wish that I actually um, took this thing apart and show you how it looks. But yesterday, I just wanted to get it done. And now I don't want to unscrew everything and all those 6 screws and take the lid off and start explaining how I wired it. Um, it's not that difficult, and one can actually really easily figure it out just by looking up the LM 90 or whatever it was, 912 chip. It's not a transistor, but it has a 220 casing on it, so it does looks like a transistor, but it's actually not a transistor. Uh, and most of these meters, like I use, they will not read those. So if you use something like this, which is a FNIRC DSO-TC2, and some other readers that read, transistors, resistors, um, capacitors, and whatever. Uh, they they for some reason uh, they cannot read those. So as long as you understand that, you would be fine. So I put a little switch there, of course, to turn it on and off. I have 3.7 rechargeable battery inside, but because it's using 0.14 to 0.16 milliamps, so it's just it's going to last. That battery is going to last some time. It might discharge faster by itself rather than running this. So, well, give me a thumbs up and have a fantastic day.